Hey, what's up guys, EQZ here and welcome to season 2 of our Create a Club career mode with Union FC. We're back with season 2 guys, and I'm hoping that this season will be a banger for us. Kicking off the episode right away guys, we did change the kit, so it is a new season. We're still with Hummel. We still have a contract with them for about another year or two, so we have two more seasons hopefully with them, and maybe we can get a big sponsorship from a bigger brand, maybe like Nike, Adidas, or maybe even like, you know, just a little bit bigger brand, maybe just to get more customization. But these are going to be our League 1 kits for the season, pretty much the same colors, just different design, and so that's what we're going to work with for this season. So we are back in season 2. We are in the summer transfer window here, and this is our budget for the season. They gave us 5 million and 104 weekly budget, a little bit better than when we started. I think we started with only 1 million, which is the minimum that we did, so not too bad. Get a little bit of a jump, and as you can see here, we are in League 1. It's going to be very interesting to see how we can do against League 1 teams in our first season. It looks like MK Dons ended up going up, and then of course we all know where are they at. Our rival Wrexham are up with us. So yeah, a couple teams there. I think Stockport also came up, so I think there's 4 teams that came up. Yeah, there's 4, so 4 get relegated, 4 come up. So Stockport, Wrexham, MK Dons, and then of course us, Union FC, were the ones to get promoted into League 1. So it's going to be very interesting to see how we do this season. Now, in one of the last episodes in season 1, you guys gave me a great idea, and it's something that I am going to go ahead and go with. I will put the person who commented that idea right here on the screen right now, so you guys can see, give credit to him because he gave me this idea, and I'm going to go ahead and go with this. So we're going to do, basically we're going to do end of the season rewards for the team for how we finish in the table. So as you can see here, this is going to be how much players we are allowed to sign each and every end of the season once we finish the season. So as you can see here, league title. So if we win the league title, first place, we are able to sign 3 players. So we get a permanent signing, which means we get to bid for a player and a team. Then we get to do a free agent signing, anyone from the free agent spot, and then we get to get 1 loan player, and that's, I mean, we can get them to loan to buy if we want. That could basically turn into a permanent signing if we wanted to for the future. It will cancel out a permanent signing deal, so it's not like the best thing, but if you get a really good player for loan to buy, maybe someone like Aronson like we have here, it would all be worth it. And then if we get automatic promotion, so that means we don't, you know, we're not in the playoffs, we didn't get the league title, but we got 2nd place, as you can see here. That means we will get 1 permanent signing and then 1 loan player, no free agents whatsoever in the 2nd place spot. Then we got playoff promotion. If we get a playoff promotion, we get 1 permanent signing only. That is it. So if we end up getting to the playoffs and we end up winning the playoffs and getting promoted, we will only be able to sign 1 permanent player. And then mid-table, if we finish anywhere between 7th place and 20th place, which means, you know, mid-table or towards the bottom, anywhere that's not the relegation zone, basically, we only get to sign a player, but only on loan. That also could be a loan to buy player if you wanted to. We could put loan to buy, and then at the end of the other season, if we finish in a playoff spot, we'll be able to sign them on a permanent deal if we're allowed to. Now, if we do lose the playoffs, that is one thing that I want to make clear. If we do lose the playoffs, it's going to be basically like we finished mid-table, so we're still only going to be able to sign 1 player on loan, and that is it. And then of course, if we get relegated, now if we get relegated, it's going to be very interesting, but we're obviously gonna have to try to make it a little bit harder for ourselves if we do get relegated. So we will sign our highest rated player, and that does, I mean, it could be anyone. If right now, as of right now, Uvicic I believe is our highest rated player, so we would have to basically sell him if we get relegated. But in the future, it just depends on who is up there in that spot, and it could be one of our most favorite players, important players, and we would have to sell him. So relegation is going to be, you know, such a severe punishment if we do finish into that bottom spot. So yeah, I hope you guys do like this idea. Once again, shout out to the commenter that did comment that, and I just modified it, made my own little rules, but that was the idea that he put out there, so very thankful for that. And so that is what we're going to go with for this season. With that being said, we did win the league title, so we have 3 signings that we're able to do. We can sign a permanent player, a free agent, and then a loan player. Now there's a couple of players that I obviously, we have Aronson. He's still on loan for another year, so we have time to make our decision if we want to sign him, maybe try to get him on a loan again. But if I'm not mistaken, he's already 70 rated. He's going to grow up even more, and he's going to be very expensive by the time the next season comes. So we have to make sure where we finish into a promotion spot to be able to have a chance at least to sign him. Another player we have is Bennett, whose loan is expiring. I might bring him back on another loan, maybe a loan to buy, and then in the future we can make him a permanent free agent, because he was honestly a very good player for us. else. Other than that, everyone else isn't a lone player, but the spots that I'm looking to fill a center midfielder here. As you can see, Porter and Pugh, they're just not consistent enough. They're just not high rated enough. So I want someone to be, you know, someone a little bit more consistent and a little bit better there. Obviously, I think I want to get a left winger as well. John is just, you know, he dropped off a little bit towards the end of the season. 26 years old. He's still in his prime area, but to get someone a little bit younger. And then we'll have Jackson, of course, back him up as well. And then the third signing, the third spot that I might want to fill out, I might want to fill out the left back. Now, if we don't get Bennett back, Pavlov will happily slide into that center back position. I think he's ready and we can get a left back. So that's something that we can keep in mind here as we progress. So there we have it. Bennett's loan has officially expired. So we're going to go ahead and try to attempt to maybe get him back on loan. Maybe a loan to buy for the future. And then we have a bunch of other players that departed. So Mills, Humphreys, and Francis, unfortunately, all departed. But I mean, they're just players that weren't getting playing time. And this season, for sure, they won't get any more playing time as well. Now, Rooney is an interesting one. I do want to keep him as a backup right back. So we're going to go ahead and reject. And we'll just go ahead and block the offers so that we don't get any for him. As you can see, we have a bunch of players here. Last season, we'd had a couple of players that we were interested in. Noah Allen, he is at Augsburg. He was formerly Inter Miami, 62 rated. Could be a good little left back. He is only 20 years old as well, but it looks like he's unwilling to relocate, unfortunately. Then we have Lucas Bergwell, a player that you guys did tell me that I should try to get. 18 years old, 68 rated. He might be someone that I'm very interested in going for, and since you guys did suggest him, I think he might be one of the signings that we might make. He's only 2.9 to $3.5 million. That could be very doable for us. We could try to even lowball him if we wanted to. And then I did scout a bunch of other center mids just from the Argentinian league. We got one from Ghana, and then we got some left wingers. You know I love my Brazilians. Obviously, they're the more flashy wingers, so got some Brazilians here. We're gonna go ahead and see how rated they are. And then we have this guy from Seattle Sounders. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Inuhu from Cameroon, could be very good from Seattle Sounders. And then of course we got Reece Bennett here. It says he's willing to unrelocate. We'll try to get him on loan right now to see what we can do. And if we can't get him, I think I might go to that direction of maybe perhaps getting a left back on a loan deal or trying to get a free agent as well. And so it does let us get him, Bennett. So we're gonna go ahead and just try to attempt to buy. So let's go ahead and do a loan to buy option here. I kind of want to do, let's just make it as long as we can. So let's do 2 years because we want to for sure keep this deal as long as possible so that we don't have to buy him. And then transfer fee. So in about 2 years, he might be worth like a good 4 million maybe. So we'll go ahead and put 4 mil. Let's see what they say. And they do. So I might have actually overpaid for him, but Reece Bennett will most likely come back to Union FC for another 2 years and stay with us and possibly stay with us on a permanent deal. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go for this guy right away. Lucas Bergvall, 68 rated, 18 years old, from Sweden. Let's go ahead and attempt to buy him, guys. Let's see how much we can get for him. 2.9. I might lowball him first, but he is a young player, so they're for sure going to want some good money for him. Let's add a sell-on clause for about 5% here. 2.7. Let's see what they do. And they accept it. Let's go. We got a cheap deal for him, so that is amazing. Let's go ahead and negotiate his weekly wage. So obviously he's going to be our star center midfielder now. Crucial for sure, first team player. Let's get as long as possible. 5-year deal. He is very young still, 18 years old, so very good there. Obviously no release clause. And then his current wage, this is the thing I always mess up, but I'm thinking about 5K maybe is a good deal for him. Let's go ahead and check, and they are happy with that. So I'd say it's a really reasonable deal for him. And so we have our first official signing, guys. Lucas Bergvall from Sweden is coming to Union FC to help us in League One. So there we have it, Lucas Bergvall. Very, very excited to see this young man play. I mean, we got a C rating. Maybe I could have gone lower, to be honest, but I was a little scared at what they were asking for initially. But him and Parkin might make a great partnership in that center midfield behind Aronson. It's going to be one to watch for sure. So Bergvall gonna slot right into that. Porter unfortunately will be dropped, but we're still gonna keep him on for a bit. We'll bring Jennings onto the reserves here, and Porter will still be on the bench in case anything does happen, and we can get him and Pugh even as well involved. And there it is. Reece Bennett has accepted another loan offer, so he will be coming back to Union FC for another 2 years here and possibly on a permanent transfer deal by the end of his contract. There he is, Reece Bennett, a very good player, very solid for us. He grew as well tremendously, and he's up to a 64 rated already, so he's going to be very good this season, hopefully, and for the next 2 years to come. So with that left, we do have 3 million in the budget, but we've already completed 1 permanent signing and we've completed 1 loan signing. So all that's left is to pick up a free agent signing, and so I might do that in the next episode. We'll go ahead and see. I'm going to scout a bunch of free agents right now for the left wing position, which is, essentially the position you want to fill. I'm not really sure if I want to fill Pavlov's spot instead. Let me know what you guys think. Pavlov, he's only 17 years old. He is better as a center back though, but he could play left back. He did pretty decent there last season. So let me know what you guys think. Should I sign a left winger to replace John, or should we get in a left back to really reinforce that left back position? Because honestly, right now, that's the only weak link. We got a good center mid partnership. Our attack is pretty decent. Our right back, Ayala, is very young still, 16 years old, almost 60 rated. Our center back partnership is still strong with our goalkeeper. Our left back position is a little bit questionable. He will grow. I know he will grow, but most likely he'll grow better as a center back. So I'm not really too sure there. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do. Should I sign left back? Should I sign a left winger? It's a free agent signing, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So we do have the preseason tournament here. We are going to just simulate these matches like I always do. I mean, I kind of want to play some of the weaker players, get some of these players just some playing time, just to keep them a little bit more happy. Like, we'll get Bauer on. I do want to play Jackson as well, so he can grow, and maybe more of like the youth players playing. So I think that should be good for now. Yeah, that should be good. Let's go ahead and just quick sim this, and let's see how we do. We get a draw. Jackson gets a goal. I mean, hey, Jackson could be one for the future very, very quickly. He got a couple of goals last season, got some assists. It was very impactful off the bench, and so he could take that left wing position, and essentially we wouldn't need to sign anyone. We just have to get a free agent signing, just, you know, maybe the left back position. I'm not really too sure. Like I said, let me know in the comments. All right, once again, another match. Let's go ahead and just quick sim this match. Let's see what we can do, and we do get a loss, so that pretty much guarantees us a not winning this tournament, but that's all right. Pavlov and Holloway, the two defenders, got themselves a goal there. All right, in the last preseason tournament, let's go ahead and quick sim this, and we get another draw here. Santos and Bennett will be getting those goals. So a pretty disappointing preseason tournament, but I didn't play most of our, you know, starters, our main starters at least. All right, guys, so we will play one game this episode. It will be against Huddersfield, the opening match of the season. So let's go ahead and get into this match, guys. It's going to be very, very interesting. Huddersfield, let's just do a pre-match report just to see who they have. So they got Phillips up top. They got Lees. I know a couple of these players as well. So going to be very interesting to see how they do. They're 2.5 star rated. So, I mean, like, these League One teams, it's a step up from League Two, but I think we still have a chance. And so this will be our team to start off the season. Our strongest lineup as possible. John on the left wing, Chandler up top, Santos on the right, Aronson, Parkin, and new signing Berval will make his debut today for the club into that center mid position. Then we got Pavlov, Bennett, Holloway, Ayala, and then Ubicic in goal, of course. Let's go ahead and get into this match, guys, and let's see if we can win our opening match of the season. Let's go, boys. Opening season. We are away from home, so we still have our home opener to look forward to, but this is going to be good for us for sure. Let's go. Santos wins that. I really want Santos to have a breakout season. And we got Chandler here, top goal scorer of League Two. Brings it to John. John. Oh, no, John. Not a good pass. Oh, they're on the attack here. Get that out, Pavlov. Oh, no. No, not a good pass. And they score first. Not a good clearance from Pavlov, but I mean, at the same time, there was no one near him at all, so he honestly could not do anything at that point, but he tried to clear it as best as he could. And unfortunately, Huddersfield Town opens the scoring here against us. And yeah, it's just, I mean, maybe could have done better. There was players around him actually, but that's unfortunate. All right, so we're 1-0 down, but we still got time in this game. Defend it, boys. Defend it. Oh my God, off the post. How are they getting these shots off? Let's go. We can get on counter here. Aronson gonna send John. John. Look for a player. Oh, he might take it all by himself. John to open the scoring. Oh, yes, there it is. John has scored the first goal of the League One season for Union FC. And we're all tied up now against Huddersfield. What a good little counterattack. Aronson, I believe, will get the assist for that. And John, he might not need replacing. He is showing me right now that he is one to stay in this position. And he can for sure do it still at a higher level of football. So we might have to look out for that. Pavlov already made a mistake as well. So those two are really fighting for a spot in the starting lineup. All right, halftime here, 1-1 at the break. Not too bad. I want to see a little bit more from Bergvall. He hasn't really gotten the ball, hasn't really shown me what he can do, but I'm sure in the second half he will improve a little bit. Other than that, everyone else doing pretty decent. Santos needs to get involved a little bit more. Chandler as well. I'm very scared for Chandler because he is one of the higher rated players, but as a striker, you really need to have a good dribbling and good shooting. And I mean, he's got decent shooting, but I just feel, I don't know, we might have to look out for him. So see how he does this season. He did very good last season, but can he continue that into League One? We'll have to find out. I'm not going to make any changes right now at the half, so we're going to get straight into the second half to try to see if we can get a win here. Oh, good save, Ubicic. Nice, Pavlov. All right, let's go. Let's get it. And can we counter here? Aronson, the master of countering. Who's he got? He's got Santos. Oh my God, Santos. Go Aronson. What a pass to Pavlov. Pavlov, what can you do, Pavlov? He's got Santos on the other side. Santos. Oh, the touch, Santos. The touch. You let me down, lad. That would have been a nice goal. Maybe I should have just one-touched it. Let's go. Pavlov making a run here on his own. Pavlov. Pavlov. No, Pavlov. Pavlov. That was... Oh, I should have done better with that. I knew he was not going to have a good shot. But there it is, guys. Our first game of the season ends in a draw against Huddersfield Town. I mean, we were down 1-0. We were able to equalize, so that's good. And we don't end with the loss, so that's not too bad at all either. Unfortunate, though. Pavlov could have had a winner there. He could have maybe passed it. I should have passed it to someone. I think Chandler was in the box, too, with him. A heartbreaking end to that game, but you know what? It's fine. We had so much less possession. They had a lot of chances, I'm not going to lie, so we're a little bit lucky to hang in there. But overall, I mean, yeah, Pavlov did decent. Aside from the goal that he pretty much led, yeah, that mistake clearing out, but it wasn't too bad at all. John with the opening goal this season, Aronson with the assist, picking off right where he left off, and then everyone else. Yeah, Bergvall did not have a good debut, but it's his first game. We gotta let him settle in a little bit, get a little bit more chemistry with the team, and I'm sure he will do much better in the future, as well as Bennett. I mean, he knows the team, but yeah, just overall an okay performance from everyone. So 1 point. We are currently in the mid-table area with just that 1 point. Obviously, it's going to change a lot in the next coming games, but not a bad start. Honestly, I was expecting to do a little bit worse. I don't know how good Huddersfield are compared to the other teams. I mean, as we can see here, I think those are going to be the top teams: Portsmouth, Blackpool, Wigan Athletic, Barnsley. I mean, Ipswich. Those are some good teams that I know for sure are usually Rock League One, so we're going to have to watch out for them. MK Dons managed to win their game. That is pretty interesting. And let's see, Stockport managed to lose, and then Wrexham also lost. So our rival is not off to a great start, which is, I mean, you know, as a rival, it's good for us. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. We are going to leave it off here. Our next game will be against Blackpool, who are one of the top teams right now. They did win their opening match. It is going to be our first home match, though, so hopefully the home crowd can get behind us and we can get a good result there. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Let me know what you guys thought of the season rewards. You know, I could always adjust them. Was it a little bit too less players? I mean, 3 players I think is pretty decent, but maybe we could use a 4th one. I'm not really too sure. It just really depends on what you guys feel, but for sure, just let me know in the comments what you guys think. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Hit that bell notification to get notified when all of my videos go live. Don't forget to follow all my social media down in the description below. And yeah, guys, that's gonna be for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.